Good evening. It's my new look here. I'm going to show you around my little section of Seoul by walking you to a PC bong tonight. So let's walk together. I just left my apartment building. Here we go. Few cultural things to note. And you might notice this. Driving in Seoul is a little crazy. People will do U-turns right in the middle of the street without like having any median to turn around. But I think that's allowed here actually. Parking can be a little bit interesting. People will park on the sidewalk. They'll pretty much park wherever they can. The roads are really skinny, as you can see. There's a driving range right there. You might be able to see the green outline. People go there just to shoot golf. Most of the cars here are of a Korean manufacturer. There's a Kia, that's a Daewoo, that's an Equus. Not sure who owns that brand. Now here's something rare. A Lexus. Don't see that very often. Or rather, you see that more often than you do other foreign manufacturers. Pretty much the only cars that are bought here made by foreigners are really fancy ones. BMWs, Mercedes, Audis. Those are really popular. Every now and then I see a Chrysler 300. It's always a bit of a trip to see one. They're very rare. Now what you're seeing all around us right now are apartments. Most Koreans live in apartments. There aren't really houses here, just apartments. We see our motorbiker. Motorbikes are very popular here. If you live in Paris, or if you've been to Paris, you'll know. Here's a Hyundai. Now what we're coming to up ahead is pretty much the closest you'll ever see to houses. I think of them kind of like penthouses. They're still apartments, but they look a little bit bigger, a little bit more homey for children. Actually, I want to turn here, so. Bikes are also really popular here. You see lots of bikes. I actually have a bike. So you can see this looks like kind of like a house here. Now up ahead is kind of a little commercial area for this whole residential area. Here's a camera. Kind of a public surveillance thing. At night, this area is really lit up, and it's kind of pretty. It reminds you of any old oriental scene in like a movie. It's very pretty. Now this is a rarity. Chevy. You never see Chevys here. Ever. So it's always kind of a surprise to find one. You can see these roads are really narrow. There's not a lot of space. About 40 million people live in this country that's smaller than California. Not even that many people live in California. Alright, well here we are. Kind of a pretty area. Let's go this way. PC. Right now I'm headed to a PC bong. It's a new place I usually go every day just to relax. Point out a few things. It's actually cheaper to eat at one of these little places than it is to make your own food. So usually every day, at least once, I'll go to this nifty little place right here. It's called a gimbap chungguk. They serve inexpensive but very tasty and very healthy food. Alright, here's the PC bong. Get an idea of what this place is like. World of Warcraft is really big here. It's called Lojas. Lots of computers. There's a smoking section and a non-smoking section. I usually hang out in the non-smoking section because the smoke aggravates my throat.